This is Bofades, and he is locked in ZF until he earns 1 million gold from this dungeon and this dungeon only. Hi guys, and welcome back to the series where Bofades is running ZF until he earns 1 million gold. Today we're going to be doing runs of 51 through 60. And before we do that, let's take a look at what we've made overnight from the auction house. Oh, looks like we have sold our first piece of transmog, the Blood-Woven Mask of the Fire Flash, for 7,200. Let's look this up real quick. Alright, if we take a look at this on Undermine Exchange, we can see that the median price for this is 5,500. Well, before I say that, this is a green item, which people are commenting that green items don't sell, and apparently they do. But anyway, the median is 5,500 for this, and we ended up selling it for 7,200, probably 7,600, I guess, before the auction house cut. And then the rest of our sales are trade goods, as always. Greater Eternal Essence coming in hot, 665 gold. And if we look at the top here, I made a mistake and sold all my fried bonefish, so I'm gonna have to rebuy those. But anyway, let's open all this up. And our starting gold today is 18,822. So we are still quite a ways away from our million gold goal. I'm gonna switch over to his warband real quick and see if we sold anything on those tunes. Hey guys, this is future me in the editing room. Something happened with my video capture settings where it kind of zoomed in and made this like cinematic. So the rest of this video is going to have this widescreen 1990s, early 2000s feel. A little bit of black at the top, black at the bottom. So apologies, but I want to make sure that we don't lose this footage. So this is how it's going to look for the rest of the video. Alright guys, no luck across the warband, unfortunately. Oh wow, someone subscribed while I was editing this video. Awesome. Thank you for the sub. So before I start the runs today, I want to answer this comment real quick. It says, great series, which price source are you using in Loot Appraiser? And we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So I am using the TSM Region Market Value Average, which is typically what we're seeing on Undermine Exchange. So if we were to take a look at the TSM website, this number right here where it says market, this is typically what's popping up whenever I loot an item in Loot Appraiser. And I found that this number is actually pretty close to the median on Undermine Exchange, so I decided just to kind of like use Undermine Exchange more than the TSM website in my videos. And what's interesting about this example is that I most likely had this 5,500 pop up on the mask. I can't remember if that's what it was or not, but we ended up selling it for the 7,500 range because I got 7,200 back in my mail this morning. So yes, sometimes those prices in Loot Appraiser are way inflated, but they're based on this right here. So at some point, these items that we're seeing pop up sold for that amount that we're seeing. I forgot to buy more fried bonefish. Alright, we're going to spend 99 gold on 10 of these. Alright, let's head in for runs 51 through 60. I have a feeling before we start that we're going to get a big boy today, like the Jade leggings, Glorious leggings, Skull Flame shield, something. I think something big is about to happen. So let's go ahead and eat our fried bonefish and get rolling. So my replay didn't work, but we did loot a Wolf Rider's padded armor of the Fire Flash. Loot Appraiser says it's worth 14k. This is future me again. I'm not sure how, but my audio in WoW pumped up to 100%, and I didn't realize it until I was editing this. So my attacks will sound a little bit louder in this video, but we'll get it cleared up before next video. Can definitely say we're on the struggle bus here today. Brutish helmet, 9,500. Jade bracer, 11k. Chromite barbute, 3k. Wind chaser robes, 22k. Eye gouger, 29k. Bone link leg plates, 11k. Griffin metal legards, wind chaser coronet. Elunarian cloak, 13k. Opulent cape, 1900. Formidable belt, 7,900. Peerless belt, impenetrable belt. Bone link helmet, 3,800. Pride Lord gloves, 9,600. Hey, we got speed on the staff, but it's only 6. So my little mace here has 8 on it, so we'll be keeping the mace. Rage Claw shoulder pads, 13k. Oh, man, I thought that was Skull Flame. Holy crap. Alright guys, we got our second epic of these runs, the Black Skull Shield. The unfortunate thing with this shield is that it does share appearances with a few other items. I'm not sure if they're BOP or not, that's something I'll look up later. But hey, an epic is an epic, right? Scorpashi Slippers, 2k. Keeper's Cord, 5k. Another Eye Gouger, 29k. Warbringer's Legguards, 7k, 8k about. Brigade Girdle, 2k. Khan's Belt, 7600. Brutish Leg Guards, 9200. Potent Boots, 3900. Potent Belt, 3300. Kind of sus that they two potent items dropped in the same pack. Ancient Chest Piece, 13k. Another plans for the Light Earth Forged Blade, 2k. Wind Chaser Wraps, 14k. Protector Pads, 5k. Guy's Raiment, 36k. Blood Forged Leg Plates, 15k. This whole stretch right here, all these Packscape greens. Keeper's Mantle, 2k. Another pair of Jade Bracers, 11k. Imperial Leather Spalders, 3900. Protector Arm Guards, 7400. Venom Shroud Cape, 2k. Guy's Leggings, 5k. Witch Doctor's Cane, 14k. Formidable Shoulder Pads, 16k. Sorcerer Hat, 1k. Jade Gauntlets, 10k. High Chief's Bindings from a Scarab, 11k. Griffin Mail Leg Guards, 11k. I do feel like I get a lot of Griffin stuff around this area of the dungeon. I feel like Griffin drops here a lot for some reason. And Potent Boots drop everywhere, all the time. Arachnidian Bracelets, about 7k. Tyrant's Leg Plates, 62k. Another plan for light. I don't know why I can't say this. Light Earth Forged Blade. Rageclaw Leggings, 8k. Ooh. Impenetrable Belt, Lofty Helm, and Bonecaster's Sarong. Opulent Bracers, 8500. Rageclaw Shoulder Pads again, about 14k. Tyrant's Chest Piece, 23k. So that does it for runs 51 through 60. Our looted item value is 893k, which is not bad. It's kind of between our worst and our best. All right, so I don't disenchant these green weapons, and almost all green weapons from ZF are kind of terrible, so I just vendor these. Midnight upped their sell price quite a bit, so these are worth selling now. Selling to a vendor, that is. Okay, so for the plans for the Light Earthforged Blade, I have so many of these that I'm just going to have to vendor a couple of them. These are all the soulbound items that I got through these runs, so I'm going to disenchant all of these real quick. Alright, I just finished disenchanting, and we got 24 Rich Illusion Dust, which is around 22 gold. 128 Large Brilliant Shards, which is around 19 gold. And then 48 Greater Eternal Essence. This was pretty good, in between 860 and 930. I got 3 more reinforced steel lockboxes. I think this puts us at... Yeah, we have enough for an opening. So I will do an opening at the beginning of the next episode. Alright, so let's take a look at the top 3 items. We apparently got 2 impenetrable belts. And when you look this up on Undermine Exchange, there are 118 across all US realms. With a 475 low asking price somewhere. We'll take a look at where that is here in a second. Medium price at 82k. It's 475 on Trollbane and Sinjin, and it's actually almost 2k on Moonguard, which is kind of insane. So there's quite a difference between these prices right here and what the median market value is of this belt, so I'll try to price mine accordingly. Tyrant's Leg Plates was our second item. 138 across all US realms. 1752 is the lowest. The median is 62k. Area 52 has the lowest right now, Storm Rage. Again, as always, I try to be competitive, but I'm not going to go that low. Our third item is an eye gouger. We actually got 2 of those. I think I now have this up on all 4 realms that are connected to this challenge. The median price is 28k. It's going for 200 somewhere. It's going for 200 on Asgalore. And I mentioned in a previous episode, this was my very first server that I created a hunter on. And then Area 52 is in the top there as far as the low end as well. So again, I'm trying to price mine competitively on my realms, so I'll probably be in this, 1,000 to 10,000 range on this. Kind of far away from this 28k market value. And the bonus item I want to look up today is the Black Skull Shield, an epic. Alright, there are only 75 of these up across all US realms. There is one for 800 somewhere. The median price is 50k. Moonguard has 8 for 800 gold, I guess. Prices on this one look interesting, kind of jumps up pretty quick. 800 to 3k to 5 to 10 to 18 to 20. So I'll kind of see which realm of my 4 makes the most sense to post this on, but I will be posting it competitively. And a quick look at the amount of gold we ended with today, 21k, so we're about 2% there. So I'm going to get all this stuff posted or sent over to one of his bank tunes, and hopefully tomorrow we wake up to more sales. And as always, if you like this series, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. This is a relatively new channel, so all of your engagement helps out quite a bit. See you soon.